Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Brandon Wynn.
I'm Edward Burns.
Welcome to Critical Failure. We are on the Star Spawn, and my phone just fucking cut off on me. And I am going to go into a little bit of the lore and then switch it off to Ed here when we get to the actual monster. The Star Spawn, on the material plane, representing only one small part, it only represents one small part of the multiverse. Beyond the best known planes of existence lie realms that are lethal to mortal life. Some are so hostile that even a moment's contact with such a place is enough to plunge a mortal mind into madness. I'm thinking of the plane of radiant plane of life, whatever you call it, positive energy plane.
Yeah, it's not gonna like push you to madness.
No, it just explodes your body with positivity. I'm just imagining like a flamboyant anyone just being like, hey, and it's just like, I got too much of this, I'm just gonna kill myself now. But to get back on track, yet beings do exist that are native to these realms, beings that are eternally hungering, searching, warring, and sometimes dreaming. These elder evils are far older than most of the mortal races and always horrific to humanoid minds. However, much they might desire to enter and dominate the material plane, the elder evils are unable or unwilling to leave their realms. Some are imprisoned in their dimensions by external forces. Some are inextricably bound to their home realities, and others simply can't find a way out. Thank God, because I'm getting strong Cthulhu vibes from this now.
Oh yeah.
Heralds of Doom. The creatures known as the Star Spawn are heralds, servants, foot soldiers, lieutenants of the elder evils. Capable of taking on forms that journey to the material plane, they arrive most often in a wake of a comet, or perhaps such a phenomenon merely signals the Star Spawn are in the vicinity and available for communication. When the signs are right, warlocks and cultists hasten to gather together, read aloud their blasphemous texts, and conduct the mind-scarring rituals that guide the blazing Star Spawn into the world.
I do really think that's pretty cool.
I just imagine a warlock coming up and he's just like, you cultist, do you know of Cthulhu? And he's just like, fuck that, Maglubiet. But even though they're completely different things, and if I'm correct, Maglubiet is fucking either orcs or hobgoblins. Hobgoblin. Thank you. But it's just like, he's just like, fuck you, I'm gonna kill you. And then Cthulhu is just like, nah fam, I'm gonna warp your mind because you just heard my name. And then you just start having tentacles pop out of their ears because, you know, Cthulhu.
Yeah, that's always like horrific.
That's
to be honest. Like, I don't think I would ever want to be like one of these type of cults, or like just demon cults in general, or anything like that. Like, you have in the D&D universe actual good things. Like, you have the celestial like pack for warlocks now, so why not just follow something that's good?
Because
you can become a cleric.
People are inherently evil.
I don't want to turn into just a bunch of worms and like, I'm evil.
I am pretty sure those things come from the comment or whatever it is, because no, that looks like the worms look like the hunter stuff from Halo, because they're just a bunch of worms.
This creature kind of reminds me of what are those things in Halo? Like the really big enemy types with like the cannon. I can't.
The hunter.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, that's the hunter. That's what I was talking about.
No, that's this one right here. This one is, yeah, big, massive boy.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The hunter head. Because there are worms inside of it.
Yeah, I know.
That hurt me inside, because I know you knew that. You're like the cannon in the armor, and I'm like,
I haven't
just
played Halo in like so long.
Neither have I. I just read the books a lot.
Yeah.
And that's on another subject. But anyways, Ed's going to go into the Star Spawn. I'm assuming it's Grue, but I really want to say it's Gray, just because it makes me imagine Harrison saying Quayway for Q.
That was Grue.
It probably is Grue.
The Star Spawn Grue, fanged and lipless, the ever-grinning, madly starring Grue lips, lopes around on spindly legs and long arms. Bristles and spines project from odd patches on its pallid skin, and its long fingers end in broken, dirty nails. Grues are the weakest of the Star Spawn, a host writhing, scrambling Grues, so typically accompany more powerful Star Spawn. Their consistent chittering and shrieking produces discordant psychic energies that disrupt thought patterns in other creatures. Intelligent creatures experience flashing colors, hallucinations, disorientation, and waves of hopelessness when they find themselves near a group of Star Spawn Grues.
They're fucking high on acid, my guy. That's what they're doing. They are just near a bunch of physical drugs. And the drugs are so mind-bending that you don't even have to take them. You're already on them. It's like the after effects of Molly. It's like, oh, fuck, I lost all my serotonin. But during it, fuck, I can see sound. But I'm going to go into the statistics of the Star Spawn Grue. It's an AC of... Well, shit, I completely forgot. It's a small aberration. Neutral evil. Did not realize that things were neutral evil.
That's just like pure evil. Like, just your base evil. You're not lawful, you're not chaotic. You're just...
I'm just thinking chaotic evil because that, I would say, is true evil. It's just like, I'm going to kill you just because I'm going to kill you.
Yeah, but it's like the Eagleoffs. They're true evil.
They're just either.
I'm surprised that it's just small, though. To be honest, it's like the average
it's like
order.
Yeah. They have an AC of an 11, average hit points of 17. I expected way more than that. 5d6. They have a speed of 30 feet, a strength of 6, -2, dexterity of 13, +1, constitution of 10, +0, intelligence of 9, -1, wisdom of 11, +0, and a charisma of 6, -2. They're immune to psychic. They have a dark vision up to 60 feet, a passive perception of 10. They speak deep. Thank God they speak deep. Their challenge rating 1/4. They have an ability called Aura of Madness, where creatures within 20 feet of the Grue that aren't aberrations have disadvantage on saving throws, as well as attack rolls against creatures other than the Star Spawn Grue.
Oh, that makes them really dangerous in like a group.
This is where the acid shit comes in. And they have an ability called Confounding Bite. It's a melee weapon attack, +3 to hit, reach of 5 feet, one target only, average 6, 2d4 +1 piercing damage, and the target must succeed a DC 10 wisdom saving throw, or attack rolls against it have advantage until the start of the Grue's next turn. And note, they already have disadvantage against it if they're within that fight range.
Well...
Disadvantage on the saving throw, that is.
Yeah.
So that's already like a fuck you. It's just like, you're on acid and you're not able to fucking see. Or remain healthy.
Yeah, it's a decent, like, really low challenge rating creature. But I'm just imagining how much more dangerous this thing is in, like, packs.
I imagine the grunts from Halo, like, they're not exactly that powerful alone, but when they swarm you, that's when they're an issue. Like, they're just timid and weak by themselves, but give them a commander and they know what they're doing, they're pretty fucking brutal.
Yeah. I see that they got a spellcaster over here, so I'm just imagining, like, the disadvantage really, like, screwing you over.
Well, I'm only imagining that this one right here is the actual fucking insectoid worm one, because that one says larva mage, so I don't know if that's just it specifically, and we're just imagining the rest are worms.
Pretty sure that's what that one is.
Yeah, that's what I imagine it. But, you got anything optional?
I don't really think I could add anything to this, because it is such a low challenge rating creature.
Pack tactics. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Just give it pack tactics.
And it's supposed to be with, like, various different types. It's not just supposed to be alone, so you're going to have, like, swarms.
Yeah, I would say give it pack tactics just for the sheer fact of it's like, hey, it's got an ally within 5 feet. Is it flanking? Yes, it is. Advantage. And give it sneak attack. Why the fuck not? Just D6 of damage. You're dead. Mainly if you're, like, you know, recently low leveled. I doubt that you're going to have a Star Spawn coming in at low level, but why the fuck not?
Yeah, I mean, really, you could start off with this creature if you wanted to have the Star Spawn being like a large part of the campaign. You could have like 1 or 2 of these show up early on in the game, and then as the game progresses over like a course of weeks or months, you start seeing more and more of these creatures. So if I was going to run a game based off of these, I'd probably start with You See the Comet, and then slowly progress.
This seems like an XCOM type of game that goes on, which I'm really enjoying all of a sudden, because like I'm imagining XCOM. Have you played XCOM?
No, I've never played XCOM.
It's like a turn-based. Man, fuck!
I know what it is, and one of my friends, my old friend Alfred, told me he made me in the game, and he really wanted me to die, but I became the most overpowered character that he had, and I never died, and I killed everything.
That's XCOM for you. Either you're really good at it or you're really shit. And I was right in the middle, to where I was like halfway through the game, and the game was like, "You're an idiot. Now you die." And I was like, "Okay, then." I lost everyone.
But yeah, I think this, like, I'd probably homebrew some more different types of Star Spawn, because there really isn't a whole lot here. But I think you could make a very interesting campaign based off these.
Yeah, I think like going back to the Saurus one, I really want to make one called the Jealous, to where it's like it gets really possessive over a character, and like the more characters around it, the more damage it deals. So it has advantage against creatures other than the ones that it's like targeted. Its fixation is on.
That kind of reminds me of the Hobgoblin's like saving face feature. You know, the more allies it has, the better it gets at using that particular ability for like saving throws or whatever. I forget everything it's used for.
That's definitely what I was thinking.
But if you want to do something like that with that creature, you could have it deal extra damage depending on how many more people are around the target it does.
Yeah, it's very similar if you go to, I believe, the Lonely.
This is the one.
Not the Lonely, the Lost. My bad.
Necromorph.
That's what I said. If you read it. No, it might be this one. Each creature grappled. There it is. Thrives on company. The Lonely has advantage on attack rolls while within 30 feet of at least 2 other creatures. Otherwise, it's disadvantage on attack rolls. Like, I could do something with that with the Jealous.
Okay.
Because I gave that one to the Lost because it's basically the same thing, just different looking and different abilities. But other than that, it's the same concept. So that's what I was just kind of going off of. Because didn't you call this an angry chicken nugget?
Yeah. That's what it makes me think of.
That's what I said on the thing. I was like, I believe Ed called it an angry chicken nugget with legs.
Then the abyssal chicken.
Dude, I made a comment about it, the abyssal chicken. I was like, these things both are fucking retarded.
I like it though. Honestly, the Wretched is my favorite of the designs for these ones.
My favorite is the Lonely, just because the Lonely looks like the faces I make whenever you guys make fun of me. I'm just like,
I don't know my mom.
Dude, that is still one of the best fucking lines in any campaign we've ever done. It's like, so to explain that joke, my character is a tiefling born under
Zariel.
Thank you, Zariel. Thank you.
Yeah, because we were running Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, we were doing
Descent into Avernus.
Yeah, and there was a point where these cultists for Tiamat came in, and the entire time me and Ed were bickering, trying to figure out if I knew that Zariel was my mom. So he was like, "Who's initiating the entire encounter?" And I just say, "I don't know my mom."
Yeah, just like out of nowhere, really, for that. And everyone's just like, "What?"
Isn't that the same time when I farted, it made the same noise twice?
Yeah. And you're like, I didn't think anyone noticed. I was like, dude, that's the same exact sound.
And Prescott's the one that brought that up.
And then we were all dying from laughter for like 10 minutes.
It was great. Because it's like, I don't know my mom. Here's all your shit, including the gold that I just found. Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And it's funny because, like, Wesley, if I'm correct, went into a place and was like, I'm going to keep all this shit. But I was like, divvying up shit. I was like, here you go. Even though I don't know these guys in the game, I was like, I don't know who the fuck this guy is. I don't know who the fuck this guy is. This guy calls me Blood Boy.
I really like the fact that Prescott did like a running gag where he would take all of your equipment off of you when you were unconscious and just set it across the floor.
Yeah, like, I was like, what the fuck? I find it funny how I ended up getting a intelligent magic item that was meant for Prescott. Because you made it talk to Prescott. I don't know if it was meant for him.
It's in the game itself. It was the Shield of the Hidden Lord, and because Prescott was from Eltrial, I figured it fit him the best.
But did it matter who it went to? Or?
No, not really. It's like I said, it's in the game. It's not something I made specifically.
I just find it funny because it talked to him, and I was just like, boy, a fucking shield.
Yeah, and Prescott's kind of salty about that. He's like, man, I wanted that shield.
Which is funny because he uses guns in like both hands.
Yeah, but I imagine he could just do it as like a riot shield or something.
See, what I want to do is have the shield and get like my polearm to do a fucking finesse weapon thing.
Yeah, you were trying to make your
my glaive as a finesse weapon.
Yeah, and you were trying to one hand, and I was like, It's really heavy.
Yeah, you told me I had to buy one special made
Yeah.
just to do that. And didn't you tell me it was like 10,000 gold or some shit? You
I
said it was a
think so.
decent amount of gold, and I was like, I'm gonna get that gold. Just because I want to fucking two-hand the bitch and be like, I'm gonna fucking hurt you with the shield. Bap. But instead, I just made it into like a weird hatchet thing for now.
Yeah, because yours was collapsible.
Yeah, which is weird. It should just like collapse this way instead of doing that, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
It's like collapse it, twist, and it's like a baton instead of just, okay, let me twist, lock. Okay, now I have this weird keyblade looking thing in my hand.
Yeah, now that you said that, it makes me think of I've only seen the trailer for it, but The Rise of Skywalker, where it has like a dark side Rey and she has like a double-bladed lightsaber, and then it like folds onto itself like this.
Yeah, it doesn't make any fucking sense. It's like, what do you do? This? So it's like.
But to be honest, I never actually imagined it doing that. I just imagined it kind of looked more like an axe.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to go for. But like, I'm just gonna say that it collapses into itself because that makes way more sense. But anyways, now that we're off of that weird tangent, please like and subscribe as we bring more D&D content in the future. Comment down below anything that you think we could do better here. Wow, like this, I did this in a large motion. It only covers like half the screen. But comment down below what you would like to see us do. Any comments on us doing better or just telling us if we're doing good. Any videos you guys would like to see. Hit the bell notification button because your subscription matters. And we want you guys to be notified whenever we make a video. Do you have anything, Ed?
No, I think that's it. I think I'm good.
All right. I'm Brandon Wynn.
I'm Edward Burns.
And this has been Critical Failure. See ya.